What's your athletic sports background?
My athletic sports background.
You play any sports?
I played water polo. I was the ping pong champion.
Frisbee golf.
Frisbee golf. I actually am a froth badass.
You're actually in China.
I actually have played frisbee golf before. It's a lot of fun.
You're in China for ping pong, right?
I am. I'm here right now in China for we call it table tennis, so it sounds a little bit more respectable.
It's like soccer and football.
Right. Everybody thinks because Forrest Gump could do it, we all suck. But table tennis national champion 2 times. That's basically it. I was power walking runner-up, but we don't want to talk about that.
Jazzercise.
Yeah.
Prancercise.
Prancercise.
That's what you did.
Yes. Co-wrote the book. I played football. For a long time, I played football. Basically, that's what I did. I played football. I messed around with other sports. I was always just good at sports. I'd pick up a tennis racket and I could play. And basketball, nobody ever taught me how. I just could do it. And the only thing I could never do was golf. And it actually really, really pissed me off because I spent like 3 hours on a driving range one time and I couldn't hit the ball once. And I've never been defeated in any sport like that, and it really upset me. So to me, golf is not a sport.
It's a game.
It's just an old man game. But basically football. I played football forever. I had some great coaches, some really elite levels. Learned a lot, and the development in my feet and in my leverage and in controlling my body and learning how to control other people's bodies, other things, it's carried over nicely.
How did you get started in Strongman?
How did I get started in Strongman? Evan Hansman and I used to beat people up for a living at a bar. Evan slapped people a lot. I didn't really slap people as much as he did.
I think he chokeslammed someone once too.
He did. The guy was bleeding a lot, and he chokeslammed him after he'd already passed out. But he was passed out, so he couldn't sue us. He didn't know what happened. He just woke up with a headache.
Until now.
But that was the craziest Dolly Parton concert I've ever been to. But we used to work together. It was like a bar / concert venue, really cool place. And I was off and on playing ball and knew my time was done. And all Evan ever talked about, all he would ever talk about was Strongman. This gorgeous girl would come up to Evan and be like, "Oh, what's your name?"
Truck pull technique.
Yeah, no, this beautiful little girl would come up to him and try and talk to him, which does not happen to Evan a lot.
No.
He'll admit it. It's maybe happened 3 times, and I was there for all 3. And so they'd come up and he'd be like, "Oh, have you ever seen Strongman?" Literally, that's all he would talk about. So
that's why it's a pussy destroyer, right?
Exactly. You said it. I didn't say that. But one day I just decided I wanted to give it a go. I wanted to try it out, and went to the gym with them and gave it a go. We just pulled out a log. The first time I ever touched a log, I hit 340, and put it down. And I was like, "Is that good?" And he told me to fuck off and leave.
Was it 40 pounds over his max?
Yeah, at the time.
Was that
now
was that in Santa Rosa?
No, that was at yes, it was a Santa Rosa.
Yeah, I went up there, and that's when I met you.
Yep.
And it was a 2-hour drive back from a training session that we were doing for a show. And the whole time, all I did was like, that's not normal. And you're like, well, what do the best people in the world do? And I'm like, well, like 450 something was like what Z was saying at the time. You're like, well, then that sucks.
Exactly. Day one, I was like, I can't press what Z presses. It's garbage.
I gotta get better.
Garbage. And that's exactly why I got better.
Yeah. You never put anyone up there.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of leads into the next question. Is how it felt your rookie year as a pro, and then starting to compete against all the people that you've watched up until that point.
Wow, I just wrapped my rookie year up 6 days ago. I don't get the starstruck or anything like that. I mean, it's awesome to compete against guys, but you know, I never went to a show and was like, oh man, this is this person. I've never done that. I refuse to put myself lower than anyone else, even though I'm not the best. Obviously, you look at the scorecards, I'm not the best in the world. I will be, but I'm not right now. Competing my first year, it was really weird. I told myself I was gonna give myself time to adjust and to figure out where I sat. But every time I went to shows, I was always in the running for the win. Well, there's only been 2 shows, and they were not American shows. There were 2 shows outside of the U.S. where I wasn't like right there ready for a win, and it's acceptable because it was a British champion show and World's Strongest Man, but you know. It's just weird. I surprised myself with where I was so quickly, and then after I realized that, it was just time to hustle and to get better and to make myself into what I should be in my mind. Because, you know, I've never, no matter how good I did, I was never okay with it, you know. I even after I won shows, I'd look at the scorecards and be like, I can't believe I let this guy almost beat me, or I can't believe I didn't dominate here, I slipped up on that. I never was okay with anything, and it took its toll. Honestly, it was a lot of strain for the whole year, and then recently after Worlds, I finally let myself relax and enjoy the fact that I'd done something that's extremely rare. You know,
yeah.
So I finally let myself enjoy it. So I guess it was a stressful yet successful year. I loved it.
How many hours a week do you actually train?
How many hours a week?
We're both supposed to answer this question.
We're both.
Some people actually care about me too. Not that many, but like 1 out of every 10 or 100.
I think whoever wrote the question was just being nice. And
yeah.
Like, oh, Kalle, you too.
I don't want to be mean.
Right.
I don't actually train.
He doesn't. He watches me train and it makes him stronger.
Mm-hmm. Osmosis and the tan.
The bossmosis.
What, you do what, 4 days a week?
I do 4 days a week.
And then event day's long.
Event day's long.
3-4 hours.
And sometimes a lot longer than that. Depends. It depends on.
It's a setup.
Yeah, the setup. You know, when you train by yourself, it depends on who's with me, and it depends on what I'm training for. Is how long the event days are. The other 3 days in the gym, they're always the same.
About 2-3 hours.
At least my upper body day is long because there's so many different muscles that I have to hit, and I hit them all. I don't neglect a muscle of my upper body like a lot of people do. You know.
Just biceps.
Yeah, I work my biceps. I just don't do the pretty ones for the bottom. They're big up here. It's not down there. But
So it's probably 3.
Yeah.
Probably about almost 15 hours a week, probably.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's probably right about that. Which
like 13 to 15.
Sounds ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
It sounds ridiculous.
I think I'm actually right around the same because I'm watching him, so it's the same, obviously.
Right. But he doesn't help me bring any of the stuff out either.
No.
That'd be too much work.
I'm gonna fuck up my nails.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, how long it took to grow your beard?
Never had that question before. The first time anyone's ever asked me about my beard growth.
Glad we can break new ground.
Yeah.
You're born with it, right?
I was born with it, and every night I go to bed, I shave it. I wake up in the morning and it's just this every single morning.
You're
I
like
don't even know if you
Rapunzel.
can see that in the film. Like that. There we go. It is literally like that movie, The Santa Claus.
Or like Rapunzel.
Does Rapunzel's hair grow fast?
It was a long one, I would think.
Yeah. It was long, but I don't know if it grew fast.
Well, she was still hot. It couldn't have took that long.
So I'm
night.
hot. I'm hot like Rapunzel though.
Yeah, that too.
Definitely.
Like, we're on the 11th floor, so you need to grow out longer so someone can climb through the window to come save you.
But the 11th floor in China is only like 13 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
I'm big in China.
Huge. I don't even freaking know. I don't cut my beard. I don't
When's
trim
the
my
last time you
beard.
shaved it?
I haven't shaved in forever. I haven't shaved in like 4 years. You know, I asked my wife if she wanted me to shave for our wedding, and she told me, hell no, don't shave your face. So that's a good woman. And I don't trim it. I don't touch it. That's me. That's all natural. No shaping, shifting, anything.
No
It's
weave.
just the way it is. I don't Andrew Palmer the sides and puff them out so they look like they're big. You know, I actually have a man's beard.
That's PEDs on.
Oh yeah.
Palmer's beard.
Yeah.
Rogaine.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Propecia. Side injections.
He even dyes it. I think he's a blonde, but he just wants people to think he's got redhead power. You know, whatever. Fakers, keep shaving.
Do events ever mess up your beard? Like, does it,
Yeah.
That's why it can't get any longer, huh?
Two reasons why.
That's how you shave it.
That's how I trim my beard. There's two reasons why my beard doesn't grow any further than this. One is because I don't trim the ends, you know. My beard is beautiful, so I leave it alone. And two is I lose grips of it. Every time I do stones or every time I do a max log. I've lost it on axle too before, but that one I learned from it quick because it hurt a lot and I stopped. I figured out how to keep my hair from catching the axle. But at ASM, after the last log, I went and sat down and I put my hand through my beard like this and pulled out a handful of beard. I was really upset about that.
That's because you use spray tacky, though, right?
Yeah. No.
What's your favorite ice cream?
My favorite ice cream.
All of them?
Pumpkin. Anything pumpkin. I really wish that mint would have an ice cream without the chocolate chips in it. I really
Just mint?
freaking, yeah, because the only thing I don't like about the mint chocolate chip is the chocolate chips. So maybe you could go through a mint chocolate chip thing and scoop out all the chips.
Now that you're a pro.
Yeah, yeah. I'll have you follow me around and scoop out the chocolate chips from my mint ice cream. And that would be my favorite.
You're scared of spiders?
I'm not scared of spiders, I guess. I don't like spiders. Who likes spiders?
Weirdos.
Weirdos. Same people that shave their face.
I don't shave my face. This girl's in like this. If you could compete against anyone in history, who would it be? The Strongman, I guess.
Oh no, it would definitely. The strongest man who ever lived, in my opinion, is Kaz. Bill Kazmaier is the strongest man who ever lived. I don't care what people say or what people think. Facts are facts. The man's the strongest man who ever lived, and I would love to line it up with him. And I think that'd be fireworks because I like to talk. He loved to talk. He loves to talk. I mean, I think me and Kaz would definitely put on a show, and that'd be a blast. I would love to compete against Bill Kalle.
So you're saying if you had a time machine, you'd go back to worlds when they had the sumo wrestling, and he'd get the crazy face.
No,
video.
I would be right there with
and you'd
that.
both have your ass cheeks hanging out, and you'd sumo wrestle. That's what you'd love more than anything.
That would be the best.
Well, that's what I was imagining.
Of course, the man on man.
I was supposed to answer this question too.
Yours would be me.
Yeah, I'm going to compete against you. Because you're the strongest man.
We will be doing that in 2 days.
No, but honestly, it's hard for me to compare against anyone else because my weight class is about 2 years old. So I like to compete against the people now. But if I would have to pick anyone, I guess it would be Franco Colombo.
I was going to say, you better say Franco.
Because I think that would be awesome. And he was really fucking strong for about 180 pounds. Like what he did was like 745.
The guy was strong for being strong.
He was just strong.
Yeah.
There's no...
You can say he was 180 because it's more impressive, but the guy wasn't strong for 180. He was strong.
Yeah, and he just, other than suing World's Strongest Man and getting to leave America for 10 years, everything besides that...
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
That puts a damper on me loving the guy as much as I want to.
Yeah.
But you got everything. He had, the physique and everything. He's athletic.
I don't really much care about the physique part.
I do. I like to be pretty.
I know you do. With a face like that, you gotta have a good body.
Those people be weird. Get weirded out. Derek asked how it was like for us traveling together. Derek Stockton.
Oh, Derek Stockton. What's up, Derek? He's not even gonna watch this video.
No. It was romantic.
It's kind of was rough. I'm beat to hell right now, man. I have not had a weekend off in like 4 months. I haven't got to train in 3 months. Literally have not got to train in 3 months. I went from England to the next 4 days later flying to Worlds, and being at Worlds the next like 4 days after that going to Texas, and then coming back and then doing ASM, and then came home, and now I'm here, and we're in Pingpao, Chawao, China.
We're not even where we thought we were going to be in China.
I could have swore we were supposed to be in Beijing, but at least honestly we're being taken care of fantastically. Just, this is how a show should be run.
We have to share a bed though.
Yeah, we don't have to. He's got his own room, we just choose to.
Yeah. I have a hard time sleeping without cuddling. He also asked about clean bathrooms, but I'm sure you can fucking imagine. You don't need a description of that.
Yeah, you don't even need to know.
It's hard enough when you're his size, Derek's size.
Yeah, and Derek's half your size.
Yeah.
Good thing he's not watching the video.
Mm.